So, my name is Chase Douglas. I'm a co-founder of Mailer.io, and we're looking to bring the benefits of a cloud-hosted based email solution to businesses who are afraid to hand over all their confidential data to a third party. So how many of you use Gmail on a regular basis? All right, so a lot of you. I love Gmail. It's a great service. They offer a similar service for businesses where you can host your email for your domain using their cloud hosting services. But there's a cost to that. The cost is that you're sending all of your emails, including all of this confidential data, which may include customer data, to Google. And you have to hope that they're managing and maintaining that solution as well as you want them to. To give you an idea of how important this is, I'd like to share a story. A couple of years ago, IBM found that their employees internally were using a third-party service called Dropbox to share files and folders between themselves, confidential data. When management found out that their confidential data was being sent out of their firewalls, out of their premises to places they couldn't control, they were mortified. So they quickly shut down access to Dropbox, and then they went ahead and decided to spend a couple $1 million completely re-implementing the service internally. This is how important data confidentiality is to companies. We want to bring the benefits of a cloud-hosted email solution like Gmail to companies who care about the data confidentiality that they have. We have two business offerings. The first is a hosted solution where, if you trust us, we'll host your email for you. We'll charge you $4 per user per month to do that. But our other model is the one where we really go after those businesses who care about their data. That's where we will license our software to you for $3 per user per month. You can take it and you can deploy it on a cloud service provider of your choice, such as Amazon or Microsoft Azure, or you can deploy it on systems in your own data center. Now, we have an excellent team behind us. We have 4 people with over 30 years of software development experience and over 10 years of software sales experience. We also have an advisory board consisting of a senior manager at DreamHost, one of the largest cloud providers in the US, and he also has contacts with other cloud providers in this space. And we're currently reaching out to a former colleague who also has started up a business who can guide us through the process of investing and so on. His company was successfully acquired. Now, you might wonder, what are the barriers to someone else replicating what we're doing? We're kind of a small shop. Well, there's 2 problems. First of all, existing competitors have either a cloud service that they host, like Gmail or Microsoft Office 365 email. It's a mouthful. These solutions, they're not going to allow you to license those and run them on your own servers on your own terms. Other competition includes existing archaic solutions like Microsoft Exchange or IBM Lotus Notes. These solutions are old, they don't work as well, they're costly to maintain, and they usually require an IT department to manage, or you have to go out and get consultants. Companies who would want to start up and replicate what we're doing from scratch will find themselves at least 6 months behind. We've developed unique intellectual property that allows us to store, maintain, manage, and access in a split second millions of emails for millions of users, all on the latest cloud service technologies. Currently, we are an LLC, and we have a prototype.
1 minute.
We're looking to launch in 4 months, and we're seeking seed capital of $50,000. We see 2 possible exit strategies. The first is an IPO, and the second is an acquisition. And there's 2 categories of acquirers that we're looking at. The first is cloud service providers like Amazon, DreamHost, and Rackspace, who may look to go into business services like email solutions. The second is general large IT companies like HP and IBM, who often look at their product portfolios and fill holes by acquiring other companies. So with that, thank you for your time, and I'd like to know what I can do to get you on board as an investor in Mailer.io.
Good job. Chase, tell me why I should invest in you. Don't tell me about the IPO. Why should I invest in you?
So I have a large passion for email. As a software developer in the open source ecosystem, I use email every day for exactly what I do. I send patches around. And I found that there was no email service and there was no email client that delivered what I needed to get my job done. So I have a strong passion for this, but even beyond that, the people on our team, we have a lot of experience in bringing exceptional user experiences and design to our offerings. And we also have a lot of experience on the back end providing server solutions. Yes?
Hi, Chase. Can you hear me?
No.
Test.
Yes, I hear you.
All right. So congratulations on approaching email. It's a really hot problem. So I was really curious about, on one hand, hosted solution is close to free. On the other hand, if company care about their confidentiality, they have their own IT system, usually setting up Qmail or postfix, that kind of stuff. So how do you position yourself to be worth it for this kind of company to basically abandon their IT team managing the email, and it's worth it for you? Like, it's like, what's the pricing point, basically?
So, I think I might have skipped over this. The license solution would be $3 per user per month, so it's a similar model. But the real key here is that we sell to businesses, and we sell to the owners or the boards of businesses. And we can go to their IT department and say, look, you spend, however much, hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars in your IT department on labor per year. We're going to provide you with a solution that runs and manages itself based on the latest cloud service technologies. As demand increases, it's going to scale up and say, give me 2 more servers, and it goes and does it. You don't have to acquire capital to invest in servers. You don't have to invest in IT labor force. So that's where businesses are really going to save money by lowering their IT costs.
Hey Chase, how you doing?
Good.
All right, good job out there. Quickly, do you have, are you revenue positive yet? If not, when will you be revenue positive? And what does your 3 or 5 year projections look like for gross revenue?
Yeah, thanks for asking. So we are not revenue positive because we're actually still in the development phase. We plan to launch in about 3 to 4 months. We hope to attract 1,000 users by the end of our first year, hitting 100,000 users after 3 years and 2 million after 5 years, which would give us revenue growth of, revenue of $75 million annually.
Love your passion. Sorry, it's love your passion guy over here. Hey, question I have for you, 2 questions. What's your target demographic? Because I think it's important in the audience that you're at, because everybody's chasing the cloud. I mean, Microsoft, SAP, everybody's chasing the cloud and providing that solution, and they are integrating and they're buying all the companies underneath and providing all the solutions. So I think your target demographic with your cloud and what you're doing in the small business sector would be, well, I'm not trying to feed you, but I think that's probably...
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly right. We can't, no one's under any notion that we could go into a 300,000 employee company tomorrow and say, switch to us. It's great. It's awesome. Trust us. What we have to do is we have to get mind share among the people who make these decisions, the sysadmins. They might go home after work and they have an email solution for their family. They have a family domain. We want those types of people to start using our product, get familiar, start to love it. Once we have those people loving it, then they're going to say, well, I consult with this family shop down the road. And I've used this, it works great, so now we're going to go and, I recommend it to them. The longer that you're in the market with positive success stories, you gain larger businesses, larger customers. So we're going to grow over time and ramp up in that fashion.
So level of security, is that sufficient for government work? Some companies have to implement certain levels of security for their solution.